So Keir Starmer went and bored everyone to death at McLaren. Just watch this. Then we've got something else to talk about.
Amazing to be here the day after Lando won yesterday, and I hope you've all got a smile on your faces because that interview with him afterwards, which I hope you've all seen, quite emotional.
Why is Labour trying to turn every workplace in Britain into a recruitment drive for unions? And why aren't we allowed to question it? Because this isn't just admin, it's the government writing the script your boss has to read to you. According to reports, Labour wants every employer in the UK, even the ones with zero union presence, to promote union membership directly to their staff. Not an optional mention, a legal duty. And here's the kicker. The government will hand bosses a pre-written statement they must give their employees. A standardised government-approved message outlining what unions do, your statutory rights, and even directing you to a government website listing every union in the country. That's not authoritarian at all, is it? So it's not information, it's messaging crafted by the state, and employers must deliver it word for word. Critics argue it looks less like balancing rights and more like a one-sided agenda creeping into the private sector. Even Conservatives are calling it government-dictated messaging, dressed up as empowerment. Labour say this is about reducing tensions and stopping hostile employers from discouraging membership. But that framing alone tells you the direction of travel. And remember, this sits inside the wider Employer Rights Bill, Angela Rayner's flagship reforms, which used to also bring bans on zero-hours contracts until they changed it, more generous parental leave from day one until they changed that, and new sick pay changes, which they changed again. But tucked in there is something bigger, the state deciding what conversations must happen in your workplace. Since when did the British government get to tell independent businesses what pitch they must make to their staff? Now, of course, people absolutely have the right to join a union. That's never been up for debate. And critics of business behaviour point out that some employers have historically discouraged it. Fair point, but forcing every workplace across every sector to push a government-designed message, that's a very different model. This is why some MPs say it could lead to unions roaming workplaces freely, creating what they call a slow-motion takeover of the private sector. Productivity concerns, compliance burdens, and a growing sense that Labour are shifting the balance of power using legislation rather than negotiation. Usually what dictators do. And the irony, the same bill quietly drops the promise of day one unfair dismissal rights. It's now 6 months, so workers get mandatory union messaging, but not the flagship protection they were promised. Make of that what you will, but one thing is clear, this is not the debate Labour want people having, and it needs far more scrutiny before employers wake up and realise they've just become the government's loudspeaker.